This is what I'm talking about. But look at it now. It's absolutely freezing. Look at this. Hell. This is what life is all about. Good morning everybody, welcome back. Wonderful to have you here joining me on this final episode of Season 6 of Hiking the Wainwrights. I almost said the West Highland Way then. So if you cast your mind back to episode 3, I think it was, I said that we're going to split up the Coledale Horseshoe into smaller, individual, more manageable chunks, and then at the very end of the season come back after Castle Crag and come and do the full horseshoe, or a variation of it. There's lots of different variations you can do, and we're going to do one today, quite a long one. So without further ado, let's go and have a look at the map. Let's see where we go. Well, we know where we're going. We've got the pub via 8 Wainwrights. It's a long way to the pub. I'll see you in a minute. Right, we've parked at the very small Force Crag car park and wound our way up onto the northern ridge of Coledale. It's a nice steady climb towards Sleet Howe, followed by a short but steep final pull up to the first Wainwright of the day, Grisdale Pike. From here we keep most of the elevation and make our way over Hobcarton Crag and onto the second Wainwright, Hopegill Head. We'll then switch south over Sand Hill and drop down to Coledale Horseshoe before heading up to the crossroads between Grassmoor and Crag Hill, at which point we'll switch to an easterly direction. We'll shortly reach Crag Hill before commencing along the glorious natural helter-skelter of the southern ridge, hitting Sale, Scar Crags and finally reaching the very recognisable Causey Pike. From here we'll double back a bit and drop down to High Moss before heading back up to Outerside, our penultimate Wainwright, then over to Stile End and finally Barrow, the last Wainwright of the season. Then it's just a steady saunter back down to Brayford and the pub for a much needed pint. Nice. So there you go, should be a fun day. But before you go and grab a brew, let me just right at the beginning here remind you one last time of the thing that's sponsoring this season of Hiking the Wainwrights. It is the photograph that's on the screen now. It is Verdant Dreams of around Bleetarn, Side Pike, Langdale Pikes, so on and so forth. It is a time limited edition, so I think what I'll do is probably a week after this video comes out will be the final day. That's it, so it'll be gone forever 1 week after this video is published, and then yeah, you won't be able to get it anywhere ever again. I'll delete it off my computer. So it is quite a special photograph, and you know, once I'm a huge YouTube megastar, it'll be worth, you know, couple of quid. So if you're interested in that photograph, just scan the QR code on the screen now. That'll take you out to the website, and then yeah, all funds that I make on these limited editions or anything like the raffles, it all goes back into making these videos. Heck, it's very, very slidey this morning. Wow. And that's it. So go and get the kettle on, get yourself a brew, and I'll see you along the way. Oh. So far it's been pretty relentless coming out of the car park, but in a minute we should get a good view of pretty much the entire route. Once we get to the top of this, the brow of this hill here, we should be able to see the full horseshoe. Alright, here we go. We can see most of the route ahead of us now. Grisdale Pike just here. Hobcarton Crag is there. We can't quite see Hopegill Head, it's around the corner a little bit. But we can see where it drops down to Coledale Horseshoe, up to Crag Hill, which is in the Clag, Clag Hill. And then we've got Sale there, And then Scar Crags in the foreground is outer side. So we've got Scar Crags, Causey Pike with a wavy top, with a double back up to outer side, to Stile End, over to Barrow, and then back into the village of Brayford and the pub. What a great view. Skidder, Blencathra, Great Melfell there, a little bit of Little Melfell as well, and then Cloughhead, all the Dodds and Helvellyn over that way. So you can see a lot from here, just this very, very low vantage point. But let's have a quick weather update. I'm trying to shield you from the wind, but I don't know if I'm doing a very good job. It's just everywhere. But yeah, it was forecast to be showery this morning, and I can feel a little bit of rain now actually, and then clearing out towards midday and be dry pretty much all day until evening, until dusk. Yes, that's right. Is that dawn? No, it's dusk. And then the rain's going to come in really hard later on. So it should be all right, but with the high winds that are forecast, like 30, 40 miles an hour, maybe dropping to 20, it's going to be cold at the top. I reckon around about 0 degrees, so I've got quite a few layers in the pack. And I've got my head torch as well, because I don't think it's going to take me around about 7 hours. I think we'll be coming down into Brayford in the dark. So it's just that time of year. It's a bit crazy doing a walk like this really, and trying to film it at this time of year, but whatever. Love it. There's one, oh God. I've seen one person so far. I know it's early days and they're behind me, so I don't know whether they're going to catch up and we're just going to end up leapfrogging all day. I don't know. Oh yes. This is what I'm talking about. Paths on the side of hills. Wonderful. I just can't believe how muddy I am already. I'm like 20 minutes into the walk and I'm absolutely caked in mud. Okay, got a steepish section here, which I think is going to be a little bit slidey as well, with all the rain we've had lately. That's going to take us up onto Sleet How. Okay, we're around about the same height as, well actually no, slightly lower than outer side here, but you can see we're gaining height very quickly, higher than Barrow now. It's funny, isn't it, how, you know, started this season, God, when was that? Right at the beginning of spring. Spring was just springing, it was lovely. And then we kind of paused it for a bit to let the heather blossom, which we did get over on those fells, you know, further south. To some degree, I seem to time it totally wrong, but as you can see, it's all gone off now. It's a very, very different day compared to that very first episode, isn't it? It's we're beyond autumn now. We're kind of really going into winter now, and as you know, there's been a reason for that as well. The gap between Castle Crag in the summer. That was a beautiful day as well, with all fuzzy face. But I had to have a bit of a break because of the Achilles, so I did the fast, remember, and then had a little bit of a break there. Try and heal things a little bit, and then I wanted to get away in as well. That's why I did the West Highland Way before the days got too short, so that's obviously taken a big chunk as well, 6 weeks or whatever it is, you know, while I've been editing and things. It's still flipping beautiful though, isn't it? It really is absolutely gorgeous. No matter what time of year you come here, it's beautiful, and you get the browns on the fell side now with the bracken dying off and all the heather dying off. It's pretty special. But I do feel like because of the West Highland Way, I mean, I was only away a week, but the amount of work, prep work, and then post-production work, you know, editing everything, I just haven't been out in the lakes during autumn. I've missed autumn. I'm absolutely gutted, so I'm not going to do that again next year. Next year, I'm going to block out the whole of October, and I'm just going to get out with the camera, with you guys. We're just going to go out and walk out in beautiful places, maybe not that much talking, I don't know, or maybe talking. I'm going to bring my camera and do some photography stuff, because I feel like I missed out big time on that. Okay, so we're just approaching Sleet How now. This is the bit between, well, it's the final hill, I guess, before we start going up the steep section up to Crag Pike, which is that one there. It's nice, isn't it? I love the rock. I love the heather. This is very nice indeed. Brown cow. Okay, I'm feeling the Lake District vibes now. I'm getting it all rushing back to me, the magic of this place. You know, it's been all about Scotland recently, and by heck, I've missed it here so much. I've missed this place. Look at it. It's just magical and wonderful in every direction. Look, there's just nowhere like it on earth. Scotland's great, very beautiful, very grand, very raw, you know. But this is the same, but on a cuter, smaller scale, but also still, you know, it'll still kill you quick. And it's exciting, exhilarating. I know that all you get it as well. I know you do. I know you're watching and you're probably nodding, or maybe just kind of rolling your eyes. I don't know. But you get it. You get what the attraction is here. And I love that. I love the fact we share that. Okay, here beginneth the steep section up to the summit of Crag Pike. As you can see, look, it's trying to clag in. Oh heck, hope it doesn't, hope it clears. I think once we get to the top here, after we finish the sweat fest, we're going to rug up a little bit because it is starting to put water down now. It is getting a little bit chilly, so let's push up here, crack on, head down and get it done. This is Crag Gill here, by the way, and this is what gives the name to Crag Pike, because it is at the head of Cragdale rather than Coledale. Look at the light now. A little bit hazy, but it's nice to see light hitting the land. That's lovely. Look at that, honestly, look at the mood. Hey Hurdy, how you doing? Look at the light here now. Oh, that's looking amazing. Okay, it got a bit crazy with the wind. I think while we're out the wind here, I'm going to rug up and well, I'll see you in a second, because look, it's starting to kick off everywhere. That's better. Just getting a little bit cold around the gills there. But look at it now, oh my goodness. It's absolutely kicking off and clearing out and everything all over the place. Look, it's probably too bright now. But we've got sunlight at the top, so let's get up there quick before it all goes. Okay, here we are on the summit of Crag Pike again. So spin you around, look, that's where we came last time, up Hobcarton End, up this wonderful ridge from the woods there. That was beautiful, wasn't it? What a beautiful day. That's not a bad view, is it? Heck, we're just skirting the bottom of the cloud base now, but it's making it so atmospheric. That reminds me of a photograph I took actually from coming off skidder. No, it was coming off long scale pike with Finn back on the previous season. Looking back towards Causey Pike. Whew. I think I need to put some gloves on. It's absolutely freezing. Right, we're going to push on up to Hopgill Head, which is there somewhere. So it looks like the weather's taking a turn for the worse, because obviously Hopgill Head is now in the Clag. Crag Hill has been in the Clag all day. Sale is now in the Clag. Oops, excuse me. And Scar Crags is just skirting the bottom of the cloud base. That said, give it 3 minutes, this all might clear out, so you never know. I'm ever the optimist. It's taken about 2 hours to get to this point, which is just above 1 mile an hour. We ain't going to make it at this rate. However, that is, you know, because we've been doing the vast majority of the climb up to Grisdale Pike. The rest of the walk now is just very undulated, so we've broken the back of the climb. Hey, look, Causey Pike's going to disappear in a minute, and Hobcat and Crag. But we can see Hopgill Head now. See, it's just changing every 2 minutes. It's very atmospheric though, isn't it? Very atmospheric. See, I love all this stuff. The only reason I'm kind of worrying about it is because I want you to get the views, and it's silly really, because there's not a lot I can do about it, and well, you've seen the views, you've seen them, so it doesn't matter. And I think that's why I'm going to continue to do Lake District videos beyond Hiking the Wainwrights and into, you know, into this winter before the next season, which I'll start next year. And not worry about weather at all. In fact, the weather might even be a feature of it. So no views at all. It could be crazy weather. It doesn't matter then. I feel a sense of pressure to bring views on Hiking the Wainwrights episodes, because you want to see stuff, you know. You want to see what you're going to experience, but other videos won't need to do that. Anyway, look, that wasn't Hopgill Head, that's Sand Hill there. Look, Hopgill Head is still in the Clag. I'm going to go over to Sand Hill. This is lovely, I love it. This is what it's all about, isn't it? This is what life is all about. Oh, we've got mood, look at this. It's just otherworldly, isn't it? So we could walk around that path. We could do, you know, because we went that way last time, didn't we? Let's go around here. Let's go and have a look. I've got no idea if it's going to come out in the same place. Well, so far I'm very glad we've come this way, because this is a very interesting little path. I'm hoping it's not going to lead us off in a completely wrong direction and down to the mine or something like that. That would be a bit of a disaster actually, wouldn't it? But from here we can really see the hanging valley, look. So there's the mine, this is Coledale here, and it comes up to Coledale Horseshoe, a bit further up that way, but there's a little hanging valley here. It's incredible, such an interesting place. We're going to have to go up to the right now and do a bit of cross country. What a shame that is. Damn it. That's a bit of a shame. I mean, I should have just looked at the map. There is actually a path that comes off at that point before Hobcat and Crags that does lead you off to there. So if you want to cut out Hopgill Head, then that's what you do. But you can see the path there, look. We're just going to contour around the hill and pick it up. I'm loving all this lichen. It's really nice, isn't it? Very nice. In fact, it's very nice to walk on all this. This is sphagnum moss. Got a bit of star moss in there as well. Bit of heather. There's all sorts. That lichen. Okie dokie, here we are, back on the path. And on that saddle betwixt Hobcat and Crags and Hopegill Head. Oh, hang on a minute. We don't need to jump, but we're going to jump. Are you ready? Oh, that's looking moody, isn't it? Oh, I can't wait to get on this bit here. Do you remember this bit from last time, crossing over? It's quite an exposed, well, not exposed, but there's a significant drop next to the path. I love that. I love seeing figures loom out of the mist like that. This is the bit here. This is that section of path that could probably feel a little bit exposed on a snowy, icy day. You wouldn't want to be slipping off here, would you? Hey, it's all clear now. We might get lucky. Summit's just here, look. Looking out towards Grassmere as well. Sand Hill is all cleared out. Look at it. It could change at any moment though. Let's go and get to the top of Hopegill Head and look down the valley and look along the ridge here as well. Okay, here we are on the summit of Hopegill Head. Isn't that a marvellous view? Did we have this view last time? I think we did, didn't we? But looking back to where we've just come from, Grassdale Pike, Hobcat and Crag, we obviously went round the side of it, cheated a bit. And then we've got the rest of the route on there, look, Sand Hill. You can see Coledale Horseshoe there. And then up to, we can see Eel Crag, so on and so forth. And this here, this ridge down to Whiteless Pike, Whiteside, is absolutely breathtaking. I think that's one of the best ridge walks in the lakes. This time of year, you know, we're approaching, well, it's just after 11 o'clock, approaching midday-ish. And we've got this beautiful, soft, low sunlight coming in. But we're not going to dawdle. We're going to get over to Coledale Horseshoe, fill up the water bottle. So I've got a bottle now. I'm going to show you what it is when we get down there and explain why I'm starting to use a bottle now instead of the bladder. Let's go. We've got about 6.5 miles to go. As I said before, it's like a bit of a helter-skelter, just undulaty. And we should do that pretty quickly. Not that I'm rushing, I'm just kind of thinking about, you know, daylight hours and things like that. But like I said, I've got a torch. I've got about 5 hours worth of torchlight. It would be quite nice to come down off Barrow in the dark, to be honest with you, but I don't know what views you guys will get. That said, I think it looked very nice coming down into, you know, with Keswick, the lights of Keswick and everything. Right, here we go, Sand Hill. It's not a Wainwright, so we don't care. We do care. I don't know why we're touching it, but we're not going to touch it. Right. I don't know if you can hear me or anything, it's so windy. Hey, it's starting to clear out, you know. So the original plan, I was going to go up the crags here. There's a bit of a path up Eel Crags, but I'm not going to do that. I just want an easier day today, if possible. But look, it's shifting. The cloud is shifting. Sail is now clear. I wasn't at all having a wee then, by the way. It's all lies. But yeah, it could all lift off by the time we get to the top of Crag Hill. And if you're enjoying this video, please, I've not asked you this for ages. It just gets a little bit tedious, doesn't it, when people keep asking you, can you like the video? But it does make a massive difference. So if you're enjoying it and you like it, then let me know. To be honest with you, a lot of you do comment a lot. There's all the regulars come in. Believe me, you are noticed. I do ignore them. I do read them all, but I don't have time to obviously reply and stuff, so I do like a bunch. And but every single one of them's read, every single one's appreciated, and it's all the same familiar faces. You know, you lot are great. You are great. Ooh, that's looking moody, isn't it? Look at it. Oh, what a great shot that is. I might get a camera shot. I can't work out whether that person's just having a rest or having a wee. It's a real problem, you know. Just taking photographs and I thought, oh no, they're not squatting down for a wee, are they? That's nice, isn't it? Running off towards Crummock. Tell you what, let's fill up here. This is as good a place as any. So, oh God. Let me talk about the bottle I've got. I'm now using a bottle. I'm not using a bladder anymore. And there's a reason for that, because there's a few reasons. One, it's a nightmare to put in and out of this bag in the pack here. So unlike the long distance things, I'd have to put my water in and then pack my bag afterwards, which is no good really. And secondly, and most importantly, I've got no idea how much water I've got left at any given moment. So what I've been doing is finding that I'm ending the day, look at this view, I'm ending the day with water left over, because I'm rationing it, thinking, oh, I don't know how much is left, I better be careful here. And that's no good. I'm ending up at the end of the day dehydrated, which is the whole point of getting the bladder in the first place, is to not be dehydrated and have loads of water all the time. So what I've got and done is I bought one of these. First of all, I've got my bum bag on. Here we go. Back my bum bag. You might have seen it on the video so far, I already don't know. I think I'm going to get a new one, like a black one, just to, fit in with everything else. And you know I like bum bags, you know I rollerblade, you know I've got pink leg warmers at home, so, it kind of all fits in. But I've got one of these. It's a Catadine B-free 1 litre bottle, which is a filter. It's a filter bottle. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a bottle that I could filter water straight away and just drink it straight away, without having to kind of decant it into anything else or what have you. Loads of reviews on these on YouTube. One of them by the mighty Paul Mesner as well, so go and check that out. But I will put a link to this in my gear page, so use my link, not his. So I'm going to sup this now. I'm going to fill it and put it back in. But this just means that I can keep an eye on things all the time. It's dead easy to get out the bum bag. I did want it to have it up here, but then I thought, hang on a minute. You're just going to hear water sloshing all day. You're going to go to the toilet every 2 minutes. So I thought I need to put it somewhere in the bum bag and push it around the back so you can't hear it. If I didn't have a microphone here, that's exactly where I'd have it, right there. But yeah, let me drink this and we'll go and fill it and crack on with the rest of the walk. So far, I love it. Am I going to fall in here? I think I am, There you go. Look at that. Easy peasy. That is so much easier than the what's it called, the Sawyer dirty bag that you fill up. It's got a tiny opening. It takes ages to fill it up. All the water bounces out of it, but that's got a really wide opening. So yeah, so far I like it. I like my bum bag. I might get a pink one, I might do. Why not? Right, let's push on. Okay, here we are at the crossroads. It's very weird and atmospheric. But yes, to the right is up towards Grasmoor. Now, quite a lot of people actually tack that on as part of their horseshoe route, and they also put on Wandope as well, which is kind of off in that direction, but it seems a bit pointless to me, really. We're going around Coledale. I know we're going to hit a few more that we shouldn't really, technically, but that just seems a bit too far out. That's like doing the Fairfield Horseshoe and then going to do Sunday Crag as well. Just tacking that on seems a bit excessive. So we're not going to do it. We'll leave Grasmoor. If I call it Grasdale, Grasmoor. If I call it... Honestly, my head's gone, I need food. We'll leave Grasmoor. We'll leave Wandope as well. And just get up to Crag Hill, which is just up here. There we go, there's the trig point. Looking at it now, is that really the highest point? I don't know as it is, you know. Looks more like it's over here. Yeah. Can I be bothered going on? No. Let's go on such a trig point. But before we do that, here we are on the third Wainwright of today, Crag Hill. Now we can go and touch it. Nice. What a shame about the views, but there again, we had them last time, so just try and imagine what it looked like. In fact, I'll just put it on the screen. You can see what it looks like. It's a wonderful place. So we need to be careful here. I'm not going to hang around at some point. It's not going to change. This is here, I think, for the duration. It's been like it's all day so far. So from the trig point, we need to turn right, head south basically, along this path here, and hopefully at some point, maybe towards Sale, we're going to drop out of the cloud. We'll see. We're just over halfway now. Let's get to somewhere we can sit and chill for a bit and hopefully get a bit of a view. And then it's just, like I said, plain sailing along this southern ridge of the Horseshoe. Okay, jets are up, which means it's clear everywhere else. But here... Okay, this is killing me. I can hear the jets doing all sorts of amazing things. They're staying around, they're not going away. And you just know, as soon as we get out the cloud where I can film them, show you them, they'll be gone. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love walking in the Crag, but you feel cut off from the world. You don't know what the hell's going on out there. Well, we do know what's going on there. Amazing jet action. Right, I need to be careful here because there are a few little scrambly down, climby bits, you know. And like I said, with the rock being a little bit wet today, it's quite slippy, so I'm going to be careful down here. It doesn't help that baby's in the way as well. It's a real problem, I can't see my feet. Hey, 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 here we go. It's all starting to clear out a bit. You can see down to the valley there, look. Down towards Addercombe Beck and everything else. That wonderful valley. We've got Knotrig, Hard Crags here. Oh, I just love this flipping place. Oh, look. It's just chilling. Look at its legs sticking out. That's a heck of a drop, isn't it? Polished, yep. Oh. Here we go. Do you recognise this bit? I think there was a hurdie here last time, wasn't there? Oh, a few hurdies. It seems like just a few weeks ago, but that was months ago. That's looking very nice. Loving the beck going down the valley there. It's just such a wonderful ridge, this. You know, it's not a technical or scary ridge at all. It's just really nice, like the other one going down towards Whiteside. Just an enjoyable walk with incredible views everywhere. Let's go that way. Okay, here we are on the, which one is it? 4th Wainwright summit of the day. Sail. Still no views. Still jets. But from now on, it's all downhill. Well, there's a few ups and downs, you know. But mostly we're dropping now. That's it, by the way, that's the summit. Yeah, like I say, just dropping right down to Sail Pass. We're really low then at that point. All the views should open up. Then we're going to get onto the wonderful Scar Crags. Here we go. Starting to get to the cloud base now, finally. And we're just about to hit the zigzag path, you know. You'll recognise this if you ever stood on, say, for example, Wall of Crag or up on Surprise View by Derwentwater, looked over this way towards Sail. You'll see this big zigzag path going up the side of it. It is a bit of an eyesore, to be honest with you, but it's very recognisable. You know what, I'm going to just sit off the path a little bit here. I'm going to crack the butties out for all of us and enjoy that view. Oh, sun's coming out, perfect timing. Oh. I got Greg's Death Witches today. It might not end well at all. Cheers. Right, all done. Excuse crumbs. Sorry, baby. I tell you what, it got a bit cold then, you know. It got a little bit chilly. It's not windy or anything, but it's just the air temperature's cold and obviously not moving. I've got a little bit of a chill. My hands are cold. So we're going to get cracking, get on and carry on down to get to Scar Crags there and have that wonderful ridge walk to Causey Pike, which I'm looking forward to. Right, let's go. In fact, kettle on, another brew. I'm going to go down the expressway. It's just going to take forever going down that, you know, the zigzag zip. Come on, let's get on the windy path, why not? We can all enjoy it together. So, if we were to follow the true horseshoe, we'd come off at Sail Pass here. Is that right, Sail Pass? Yeah, Sail Pass. And we'll just head off to Outerside. That is the true horseshoe because it is going right round Coledale. But of course we want to, just that to me just seems like madness to miss off Scar Crags and Causey Pike. So we're going to get those as well because the views are just amazing. Here we go. Did it? Only just, mind you. But here we go, look. Getting up onto Scar Crags, and it's funny, you know, because you think, well, it's nothing of a thing, this, is it? I mean, what's so flipping nice about it? It's actually the bit between Scar Crags and Causey Pike that is the special bit. But here we are on the 5th Wainwright summit of the day, Scar Crags. And if you recall, I mentioned talking about the rock, it's all that siltstone, you know, mudstone. It's got a really nice colour to it, that honey colour. I'm just repeating everything from that video. Here we go. Look at this, look. That's what I'm talking about. That drop, this ridge, incredible. And the weather, it's kind of gone off. It does this quite a lot, you know, where it starts off quite nice, then it just goes a bit flat, you know. We got the sun coming through the clouds there, but it's so hazy. It's not hitting anything. It's a bit, yeah. I think all that lot there, look, is coming in and it's going to be a bit rainy. Yeah, so looking back, look, we can see where we were before we came up from Brayfoot there. Look, see the village down there, village, sorry. Up the ridge, up to Sleet Howe, Crag Pike, over to, well, we went round the edge of, remember, Hobcat and Crags there, and then up to Hopgill Head. You can see that cresting wave sort of thing, and Sandhill, and then up into the clagage of Clag Hill, and then Sale here. So we've only got 3 more to do. Causey Pike, outer side, we'll hit Stile End if we can be bothered, and then Barrow. Oh God. It's a bit slippy around here. I don't want to be falling down that. Hell. But I'm just looking over towards the Newlands Horseshoe there, look. That's the other great horseshoe in this season of Hiking the Wainwrights. And I just want to congratulate those of you who spotted the references to the Iron Maiden songs. It wasn't, I was going to say it wasn't immediately obvious. Well, I guess it was, I suppose. I'm not sure that everybody got all of them. There were 4 altogether. So as we were heading up Scope End right at the beginning, I mentioned Run to the Hills. Further round as we went to get butties, I was talking about, or you know, having a few regrets and things like that about not getting to walk in sooner, and talking about all those wasted years. That's number 2. And then the third one, I mean, it's amazing really, isn't it? I don't know how the hell I could get that song in, but the Rime of the Ancient Mariner, that was mentioned as well. That's an Iron Maiden song based on the poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, which is why I brought it up, because that was on the Ultimate Lake District Trek, and we ended up in Wasdale and stayed in that B&B where Samuel Taylor Coleridge had stayed with William Wordsworth. And the final one, I don't think anybody got the final one. I don't think so. So as we're getting back into, what's it called, Little Town, down there where those white buildings are, look, I actually just wanted to turn around and said, right, here we are, back in the village, and that's the 4th one. And you might be thinking, what's with the Iron Maiden references? We went on to Maiden Moor. But yes, well done to you guys. You win nothing at all. It would have been good, wouldn't it, to have like given a prize out, but nah. I quite often put little Easter eggs in these videos, you know. Not all the time, but sometimes, and I think most of the time they just go, no one notices. There's a huge group of people at the top of Corsey Pike at the moment. I can hear them from here, so it has to be a school trip or like an Outward Bounds group or something. I think so. I think it's time. Okay, a little bit more uphill and along the lumpy bits to Corsey Pike. I tell you what, I mean, I didn't film that then because the kids involved, but what a lovely group of kids they were. Like, I don't know, it's always difficult to judge it, but 14, 15 maybe years old, dead polite, dead keen, loving all of this, you know, not kind of like, oh, it's rubbish, like I do all the time. But yeah, it's great to see that, you know. It's great to see kids out enjoying it, asked if they're enjoying it, oh yeah, loving it. They're from Westminster, so you can't get more different, can you? To London. It's totally, yeah, it must be blowing their minds actually. So good on them, and hopefully, you know, this will kind of the seed will be planted, and they'll be the next generation of people coming out here doing this. You might be watching them on YouTube one day. You lot won't be. You'll all be dead. You're older than I am. I'm kidding. So we're now on the little wavy bumps you can see. So when you're driving, well, from anywhere really, from a lot of different vantage points. Sorry, I've got Snickers in my mouth. I was going to say I got nuts in my mouth, but that would mean something else, wouldn't it? Yeah, but coming down the A66 there, looking back up towards Causey Pike, you can see that little wavy summit. That's what we're on now. There's lump number 1, lump number 2 here. We're going to go over it and then up to the summit. That is one heck of a view, isn't it? Looking back along the ridge there, Scar Crags. It's just incredible. I want to come back here in winter, you know, in the snow. It's almost winter now, but you know what I mean. But here we are on the 6th Wainwright of the day, almost Causey Pike. I think it was there I had my lunch, wasn't it, last time? Just sat here at my butties, looking down upon that view. Flipping heck. It's a shame the light's a bit rubbish though, isn't it? Okie dokie. That's Causey Pike done. I just got chatting to those lads there. I didn't film them because they were doing something they shouldn't be doing. They were, you know, just enjoying the natural herbal side of life, shall we say. Not a bad place to do it. Can you see that dark line above the clouds? I think that's weather coming in. I think that's a very deep cloud coming in. So let's keep pushing on. Eek. I'm just looking at the path down. It's looking really, really boggy at the top here. Look at it here. Am I just going to end up sliding all the way down Stony Croft Kill? Oh, heck, look at it. It's places like this where they could really do with putting in a little bit of pathage just at the top. Okay, here we are on a half decent path now. Okay, getting down to that main path up now. Do you remember last time we came down here? Where did we come down? Down here, look, and join this path. We're now going to head back up there. It's going to get a bit sweaty. Okay, here we go. Flipping heck. I think when we get to the top of here, I'm going to have to disrobe. I'm going to have to take my jacket off, hat off, everything. Heart rate's 161, 162. That's the highest it's ever been, I think. I'll talk about that in a minute, about fitness. Okay, here we are on the 7th summit, 7th Wainwright of today, outer side. Sorry, I thought my head was going to blow up. It was so hot coming up there then. God, once again, it feels like 2 minutes since we were last up here. You know, when we came up from, well, we did Barrow and went around the edge of Starland, didn't we? Was that? Yeah, that must have been August time maybe. Because the heather was popping a little bit, but not quite. Whew. Hell. It's been a cracking day so far. Cracking day. As you can see the full route there, look. Crag Hill, almost out of the cloud, look. Yeah, the thing I was going to talk about with fitness is I think that your fitness goes off, it starts to wane after about 3 weeks of no activity or very little activity. It's been about 4 weeks for me since I was, you know, back out doing any kind of distance or anything. Well, 4 weeks since the West Highland Way, but that was though it was endurance testing, and it was hard in that respect. It's different to this. This is a very different fitness level. I mean, people talk about being mountain fit, and it really is a thing. You know, it is amazing when you lose the fitness and you're doing something that used to be pretty not easy, but you know, certainly not difficult, and then it does feel like, ooh, hey, this has been a bit taxing. It is amazing, that contrast, you know, between. They look like a strawberry, by the way. I feel like a strawberry. Oh, I didn't take my coat off. I didn't take my jacket off. Carried on yip-yapping, walking. the relief to have all that off is immense. I was actually cooking. Right, so now, hang on a minute, I've got wardrobe malfunctions. I hate this. I'll get it back and look at the thing and go, oh no, my bag's flapping open, or that bit of clothing's open, or my flies are down or something. Is it me, or is the velage not getting any closer? It's not, is it? Ooh, whoa. We're down to, how's it called, High Moss. We came in from that direction, remember? Up there. So this is all virgin territory now. I don't know if you've noticed, it is starting to get dark, so we're looking at 20 to 3. Sunset is at around about 20 past 4. Not around 40 yet, but it is thickening cloud. Looking back up that way, it is starting to gather quite a lot. Those bubbles are from my foot. Just went in, almost went all the way in. It's very nice up here, you know. Very nice indeed. I was going to say it's really quiet, but actually there's a person there. There's a person there. It just popped out of nowhere. But I'm loving this little townlet here. It's very cute round here. Right, here we go. The little summit of style. This is nice. I'm surprised it's not a Wainwright, to be honest with you, because it is kind of cute. And it's got a little bit of prominence. It's got more prominence than some of the other hills is included, that's for sure. Anyway, I like it. It's going to have a look at the view here. There's the pub. I can literally see the pub from here. So I'm going to drop down to Barrador and then and up. It's not too far up actually. Nice and steady away. Okay, here we are on the 8th and final Wainwright of the day and the season. Barrow. Oh, it's always sad. It's always really sad when the season comes to an end. Hey, and guess what? It's going to be even sadder next year when season 7 comes to the end, because that is the end. Sort of. But yeah, I can't think of a finer place to end the entire season than here. I mean, the weather's not exactly how I'd wanted it to have been. In my mind's eye, I thought sun would be coming in from the west, cutting down, illuminating Keswick. However, I'm not complaining because it is still absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. See the full route now, look. Up to Gryso Pike, up Gill Head. Look, typically Clag Hill is now Crag Hill. And we've got Sale, and then all the rest of them, all the way down to the Stile End. I can't speak anymore. Right, what a lovely way to finish. I don't know about you, I'm really gagging for a pint. Really, you're probably bursting for the toilet. You've had about 3 teas now, so maybe you don't want a pint. But I'll tell you what we'll do, now we've finished the final Wainwright of the season. I mean, we've done it all anyway. There's nothing new here at all today. We've done them all. But now we've ticked it off, we're finishing, wrapping up the season. Let's put on the screen the stats of what we've done so far in this season, in terms of how many Wainwrights we've done, distance and elevation, as well as all together from season 1. I think that is going to be a staggering number actually when you tot it all up. So yeah, there's not many left to do now, not many at all. Season 7, what's that, 30 more maybe? Is that what it is? I don't know. Not far to go at all now, look. Not far. Is it? It looks like it's still miles away on the back of the camera. Here we go, we're down at Braithwaite Lodge, and therefore very close to the end. Let's just get through these gates. We're gonna wrap up. Oh, look at all these. Whole bunch of swaleys. Not bad. Hey swaleys. And pheasant. Hey old swaley. That's them slicing up the bodies to put in there. Right, this is it. End of the season, end of season 6. Before we continue to the pub, and you think you know which pub it's going to be, it's the most obvious one. Let me know if you're still here. Let me know if you watched every single episode of this season, and every episode of all the seasons actually, because I've only got one more season left to go. Because you are the Tail and Charlies. You are, like I say, in all the series that I do, you are the people that I make these videos for. I'm not interested in going viral. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about, videos just popping off and going crazy. I just want to make good quality, honest, wholesome videos for you, that you can enjoy and enjoy again, over and over again, because hopefully this is timeless, really, isn't it? It never flipping changes. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. All the comments that you feed into the comment section here, and obviously all of you who join the clan, the Patreon, just keeps me going. It keeps me getting out here and doing this for you. And yeah, I just count myself the luckiest person in the world to have this as my job, thanks to you. So thank you. It doesn't go unappreciated. So that's it. Let's get to the pub. Let's get the pints in. I'm buying. Let's go. Sorry, it's me again. I forgot to say that season 7 will be next year. I'm going to kick it all off again in spring next year. So if you're only here for the Wainwrights, I'll see you next year. If you're here for all the other videos, I'll see you next week. We're back out somewhere else doing something else. I'll see you then.